இந்த பகுதியை உங்களுக்கு வழங்குவோர் போர்மீஸ் பொட்டிக், சென்னை.
Go great. Thank you. Vande Mataram. Bharat Mata ki jai.
With regard to the action plan of the litigation area and the knowledge collecting. As we know, as a growing organization, the organizational work has to be divided into, and all the persons, all the Karyakartas have to be involved. So that nearly 3 years back, our senior Karyakartas with our Sangha, Viva, Prabhai also, they sat together for 2 or 3 sessions. And our organizational work has been decided to be divided into 4 items. Thereafter, all the senior Karyakartas and the state level workers are going on this path to implement this program to the grassroots level. So it is decided to restructure the organization with this aim. And also that division has been gone to the state level and district level organizational restructure. Now, with this aim, the state level Karyakartas, so we decided to have 4 vice presidents and 4 secretaries. And also at the district level, minimum 3 vice president and 3 joint secretaries. So the work has been defined to specifically to move on this IAM. What I think. So I think Kerala has gone little further. Its work has been given to the workers at Vibhag level, zone level. Restructuring and meeting of the IAM workers has been conducted. But when I inquired about the other 2 states, they have decided to have the specific responsibility of the vice president and the secretaries. But the work has not been gone up to the our expectation, that is the grassroots level. So that this type of IAM workshop has been. We decided to conduct this type of IAM workshop to define the work. So from morning to up to this time, both the IAM, that is litigation and knowledge collecting, has been clearly defined by our senior Karyakartas. What are the scope and what the canvas is with regard to these 2 IAMs. So it is clearly stated that filing public interest litigation is not enough, but to bring all the public interest things to the court, that is very essential for protecting the civil rights and other rights of the downtrodden. Moreover, our Srivasa Murthy once told that this is an era of decision by the courts are very relevant. We know, just like the Ayodhya issue and other things. So the decision of the court is a relevancy in the public. So that the public interest litigation and such things, that is to be a verdict by the court, is very important among the common people. So all these things have to be come to the court through litigation by our workers. Moreover,
So I am first stating about the constitution of our litigation IAM team in Kerala. In Kerala, we have a state litigation team in which the National Joint General Secretary, the State President, the State General Secretary, the State Vice President of Litigation, the State Secretary of Litigation, and the Vibhag conveners of litigation IAM, Vibhag wise, and the Vice President and Secretary of the High Court team. These constitute our state team of litigation. This is already constituted and we have conducted our online meet twice. In Kerala, 14 revenue districts are there, but organizational districts are 16 because High Court is one district and also one district Idiki is divided into two due to geographical issues. For proper organizational activities, we divided the district Idiki into two districts, Idiki North and Idiki South. The 16 districts are there in organizational wise. And what I have done is, we divided the state into this 16 districts into 4 Vibhags. And the southern Vibhag constitutes the district Trivandrum, Kollam and Pathanamthitta. The next Vibhag, Ernakulam Vibhag constitutes the district Alapi, Kottayam, Idukki, South and North. And next comes the Thrissur division Vibhag, that is Thrissur, Palakkad and Malappuram constitute the third Vibhag. The fourth Vibhag districts Kozhikode, Kannur, Wayanad and Kasaragod. This is the 4 Vibhag teams now constituted. The Vibhag includes, each Vibhag includes the district president, secretary and the vice president of the litigation IAM and the joint secretary of the litigation IAM. And also each district constitutes 6 or 7 units. And each Vibhag litigation team includes one person from each units who are interested in conducting litigations. Those who are taking issues from surroundings, those who are interested in taking up the issues, conducting litigations, that such persons, mostly youngsters, are included from each unit to the Vibhag team. So that the entire state will cover that entire units. In every bar associations we have units. So all units will come into the picture of litigation. And in the Vibhag litigation team, state vice president, state secretary of litigation IAM and the president and secretary of state is also included, and 2 persons from the High Court team is included in each Vibhag, so that the units can sort out the issues. If they can sort out or resolve the issues in the district level, they can resolve it there, or they can discuss with the High Court people, and if necessary they can take up the matter to the High Court for resolving. That is the structure of the Vibhag team. And all 4 Vibhag teams were met in online 2 times now, and almost all members participated in each online meeting, and we have discussed how we can raise the issues from the surroundings, public issues, social issues and issues related to parivar, and whatever issues that we met in daily our life from the surroundings, we can interfere and they can discuss if they have some doubts regarding the issue or whether they can resolve it, where they can resolve it. If they have doubts, they can discuss in the group. And these WhatsApp groups are so active. And I'm so much interested in conducting these online meets because each person and the Kozhikode Vibhag, they have now sorted out 2 issues from their locality, and when they visited in teams, the local authorities, the pollution control board, everybody interfered and the issue was resolved to some extent. And they were no much interested. And these 4 Vibhag teams online meetings were conducted and the people from units were much aware of the litigation activities now. And we are planning to meet physically also. In 6 months we have to planning a physical meet of each Vibhag with the state team, those who are participating, those who can participate from the state team, we are planning to meet physically also. And when they are citing some issues regarding one temple, we are now planning to sit with the temple authorities now in Kannur. Such activities are going on now. And in High Court, there's a team, the High Court litigation team, Vice President of the High Court team, Joint Secretary of the High Court, and headed by them, a 20-member team is there. In that team, designated seniors are there who are not mainly our members, but they are well-wishers of our organization, and they are agreed to help us in such matters. If they want, we are requested, they will appear for arguing the matters, and the ASD is there, DSD is there, and the designated seniors 5 or 6 are listed in our team. Next comes the seniors. They are also willing to participate in our litigations, and then the junior team is there for research and drafting. This is the High Court team, and High Court team, from High Court team 2 persons each are there in the Vibhag team. This is the system now we are formulated. I think it can go in the entire state for resolving issues, taking issues, resolving issues, and we are planning to conduct meeting online bi-monthly of all Vibhags and once in 3 months by the state. This is the stage now we are standing in Kerala. And also we are discussing these litigation activities in our state executive meeting, so that the entire state executive committee is familiar with the litigation activities going on. Senior colleagues, friends, and on the dais and off the dais. On this Independence Day, let me begin with my warm wishes. Let me extend my warm wishes to everyone present here. So I am happy to be a part of this ABBS organization, and I owe my gratitude to Dr. Babu, who brought me into this during the Corona period. I think I have reiterated this in many of my meetings with or the connections with the organization and the meetings therewith. No doubt, we are all busy advocates. But our contribution, what is our contribution to ABBS? From my personal view, I would say that ABBS should not be a mere association of advocates. It should be a collective legal force throughout
our country which would enable people to know how to litigate, when to litigate, and where to litigate, where to address grievances, and so on. So, what is litigation? We think, as lawyers, litigation has got its own definition under the dictionary, and that is not what it is insofar as lawyers are concerned. Litigation is not something which is concerned or connected only with filing of cases. There is an art of litigation. How do you litigate? See, when a patient goes to a doctor, what do you advise? What does the doctor advise? He just doesn't give a treatment immediately. He tries to diagnose it. So, insofar as lawyers are concerned, or at least we Karyakartas are concerned, the main art or the skill would be that we should be patient listeners in solving problems. So, see, all through the morning we have been just going through the issue of how to file cases. I would slightly like to deviate from the process of not only filing cases, or I would like to just address the juniors and the brothers and sisters of the bar as to how the skill of litigation should be. Out of my limited experience, I would say it requires deep analysis. First is a patient listening, and then what do? We listen to the client, whoever it be. Then we have a process of diagnosis, as the doctors do. What is this? Then comes this drafting. I think drafting of a case is half the battle won. Once you draft the pleadings properly, the litigation gets simplified. So there comes the process of, the process of litigation in a skilled manner enables not only the justice delivery system to give justice, but also to the other lawyers to understand what the case of the litigant through the lawyer fraternity is. The lawyer fraternity I mean here would be the Karyakartas, the members of ABBS. Mere filing of cases alone, as I already said, is not litigation, for which we need to collect information. That is why we have an IM called the Knowledge Collective IM. What do they do? Can they act independently? Knowledge Collective IM, and no doubt I am not going into the, I will not encroach upon the or exceed my limits. I will stand by the duty which has been bestowed on me with respect to litigation, but I will have to just talk about Knowledge Collective also, because both of them coexist with each other, though they are independent in administration alone. However, though they are independent, they are interdependent. Without knowledge collection, you cannot put litigation into action. If you think that Knowledge Collective IM is the brain of ABDS, litigation would be the hands which would put it into action. So both of them have to coexist with each other. Let me take for an example. See, we do not, as I already said, we do not only file cases. We learn every day. See, we have a gathering here. When we interact with each one of us from various parts of the state or from various regions, we come to know what is happening in various courts. We learn from that. Just have a chat in a coffee shop or a bar. What we understand is we get to know so many things from there. So, interaction is a part of, I would say interaction is also a part of litigation and knowledge collective. You learn not only from elders, seniors, you learn from courts, you learn even from opponent lawyers. It's a lifelong experience, and if you mean to say that, no, I have learned, I am a lawyer who knows everything, then we stop growing. The day when a lawyer thinks that we have learnt everything, I would say even a lawyer who is put in more than 50 years of service in the bar would be learning till the end of their career. So learning is a process which has to be put into action through certain organizations. How is it the action plan would be? Conduct such seminars, or you can just bring in junior advocates, teach them latest updates on law, even drafting of pleadings. I find nowadays the juniors, though they are very shrewd in very shrewd in grasping subjects, when it comes to the plan of action, what they do is they don't put everything into writing. They just go and visit the sites, Indian Canon, ChatGPT, AI. In our days, what we used to do, we used to work from morning 7 o'clock till late nights up to 10 o'clock. We were not in the era of digitalization. We had to learn everything. See, for example, what we have done is, see, supposing I would say an example relating to a rent control case. I think most of you would be dealing with rent control case. This would be useful to you people also. Immediately after the amendment of that is the bringing into force of the new Rent Control Act, every rent control courts in Tamil Nadu, they started incorporating 21(2)(a), section 21(2)(a). They were divergent opinions, and even the division bench opinions were given a go by, and single judges they had different opinions. In our days, there was a judicial discipline, but now I have changed my view with great respect to the judiciary. But finally, what was done yesterday could not be implemented today. Now the latest position is, because many of the lawyers, they don't get updated. There is where the role of litigation IM comes to play. Supposing a lawyer from Kanyakumari wants to know the latest position or the latest decision, the litigation involves updation of laws and the amendments that have taken place or that is being taken place every day in a day-to-day basis. So when the new amendment or the proposition of law has changed by a division bench judgment, that has to be corrected by the knowledge collective IM, and that could be either consolidated or even sent on WhatsApp, so that, or even discussed in seminars or wherever it be, and so that our lawyer fraternity will come to know as to how new amendments have evolved. As on date, if 21A is taken into consideration, you want an update on this? If 21A is to taken, the latest update is this: after June 1st, you cannot invoke 21(2)(a) without there being an agreement, a written agreement after the amendment. Now coming to as to what the litigation IM of our state, our unit, that is the High Court unit and Tamil Nadu North Zone has done. We have 5 cases with respect to cow slaughter, which were won by us before the High Court, which was taken, no doubt it was taken up in Supreme Court. I think everybody is aware of that. And there were GOs, there were some writ petitions wherein the government, the then government had passed a GO saying that insofar as educational institutions are concerned, nothing other than educational conferences or functions should be conducted in schools. With respect to that, we have filed a case, and that has also been taken on writ appeal. The first bench has also taken note of the setback. And several other cases also, I think the latest thing which is pending before the writ appeal, the latest writ appeal which is pending before the division bench is still pending, and we are yet to get a verdict on that. Then, so with respect to litigation, I would say that this has to work in consonance with the knowledge collective and the action plan. I think my learned friend has also, all those who were talking have given separate action plans. If we put on together, the action plan can be worked out and all of us can work together, and I think we can strengthen the whole unit and let us all strive together for the effective functioning of ABPS as a single unit. Thank you, Mohan.
We are growing child in litigation regarding the litigation but we have High Court team, one High Court team. Only one incident I will discuss with you. One Sasi Kumar, who is our member of the Aditya Prashad, filed a writ petition before the Madurai bench for want of Advocate Protection Act in the last year. Under the guidance of our state president, Mr. Rajesh Saranan, and other designated senior members, and also advice of our senior Karyakartas, we have a positive order in that writ petition. In South Tamil Nadu, we have 14 districts. Our action plan is now we have creating all units in our South Tamil Nadu and allotted one vice president and one joint secretary in the litigation Now we have 34 members in litigation sir. We have 34 persons in litigation First, our action plan is creating a WhatsApp group for continuously conducting the online meetings for discuss with all state members in regarding the litigations members. Our motto is go for villages and schools, colleges, conducting the Nyaya Kendra programs. Our motto is conducting the Nyaya Kendra programs and getting petitions from the helpless people, help to us. But actually, we don't have any advocate team in district level for helping the people. Firstly, creating the WhatsApp group. Then we have the idea to creating the advocate team for helping the people to the below level of the taluk level also. This is our action plan, sir. We have definitely reached our goal very short period. It is our action plan. This, I am very thankful for giving the opportunity to me to explain our. Thank you.
7/2025 regarding law of adoption, legal luminaries and other experts participated and shared their valuable ideas. Then we launched a magazine in the name of Nyayam on 21/2/2026. The second edition also published in that. It contains various articles on various topics in both the languages, Tamil and English. And we have planned to submit a research paper on justice delivery system during Chola period. We planned to visit various historical places for this research in the mid of May, but unfortunately that was cancelled. Again, we have planned to meet 2 scholars and archaeologists with our team for the completion of this paper presentation. Thank you.
Vanakkam, namaste to all Karyakartas. தொட்டனை தூரும் மணற்கேணி மாந்தருக்கு கட்டணை தூரும் அறிவு. Knowledge is power. So first I would like to explain shortly. சுருங்க சொல்லி விளங்க வைத்தல் அப்படின்னு கிராமர், தமிழ் கிராமர்ல இருக்கு. அது மாதிரி இப்போ கன்ஸ்டன்ட் நான் ரொம்ப ஷார்ட்டா என்னோட ஆயத்தை பத்தி நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். So knowledge collective will analyze the present issues, statutes of the organization, plan future activities and strategies, organizational response,
give guidance to cadre, finalize the literature, first one. Then second, inputs for law-making process. This team will find out the new laws being framed. New rules about to be notified, identify the subject experts, take the inputs and formulate organizational response to be submitted in time. Alert the imminent dangerous if same law is being silently pushed affecting livelihood of communities or affect the social values which we cherish. Then thirdly, networking with universities and colleges. So this team, this IM will identify the colleges, faculties of universities, maintain live contact with the principals, professors, encourage the professors, etc., to inspire research scholars, etc., to take up issues and like Bharatiya jurisprudence, study on temple legislation, etc. Then fourthly, this team, Knowledge Collective IM, will work as a research team as the back office for the organization and will help the organization to create narrative and formulate counter narratives. These 4 steps is taken for us. We are the first to give input. So whenever any bill or act comes, we advocates are the first one to give input. Through the legal luminaries and bar associations, we have been the backbone behind bringing many issues, many acts. So example 1, Legal Services Authority Act. We worked out with the Vanavasi organization and Nyaya Kendra and gave a legal advice to tribal people. After that experience and our input, the Legal Services Authority Act was brought. The initial input for that came from us from AP, Agila Bharata Adivakta Parishad. Then second example is Article 370. Article 370 abrogation. So that also main input. The third example, new criminal laws. So many laws are there. Time constraint, I stop this. And for the future plan, our team newly constructed. So now onwards that plan is started. What are the plans? Education. In education, implement of Right to Education Act, 25% seats for poor students, economically poor students. So minority institutions gave that. So litigation challenges first education, implement of Right to Education Act. Then Uniform Civil Code, we must study and give proper input. Then third one is Places of Worship Act amendment. Then fourth, Waqf Act enforcement, rules and regulations, immediate steps needed. Then fourth, last but least, judicial reforms. Our founder, Venkatji, indigenous legal system. So, and most important, we need Bharatiya jurisprudence, a legal system based on our own culture. This was the dream of our founder. So that this system, indigenous legal systems, we need. So we plan for that. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat. Thank you.
And present the future plan alone as enunciated by Madam Priyadarshini. Knowledge Collecting IM of Tamil Nadu South has decided to conduct a symposium in the month of November 26. Already we have conducted a symposium regarding the topic of child adoption laws. The present topic chosen is legal education system in India. We have planned to work on it and the venue has been decided at Trichy in the month of November. Steering committee has also been formed and the chairperson has been is one Panniselvam. And also for the easy functioning and also for the representation to all, we have divided the state into 4 vibhags. That is Trichy Vibhag, Madurai Vibhag, Dindigul Vibhag and Tirunelveli. Regarding previous symposium, we have also published a magazine and regarding the child adoption law, and various deliberations were made, and certain recommendations were also made, and we have to present it to the Governor of Tamil Nadu, and also we have decided to the Law Commission of India. So thank you. This is the plan which we have decided for the future.
I sincere thanks to national office bearers and state office bearers. Conducting zonal level is very essential nowadays to each and every member of Adivakta Parishad. So I will once again thanks to this session on the dais, Sri Ashok ji, Madam Valsala Kumari, Madam Uma Chitra, Madam M.S. Kiran ji, Madam Tangam ji, Madam Mr. Rajaganesh ji, and Ashok ji from Pondicherry, Karthikeyan ji from Pondicherry, Sandeep ji from Kerala. I once again thanks to the national office bearers to initiate zonal level. We are also asking zonal level meetings. From the past 2 years, we initiate Rajendran ji to conduct zonal level meetings in all states. So I thank to National Joint General Secretary Rajendran ji, a senior member of Nargun ji, KC Chairman, and State President and General Secretaries, Zonal Samayotik and Zonal Pramukh, Zonal Samayotik Palani Kumar ji, Bhaskar ji, Zonal Pramukh Anirudh ji and Kesavan ji. In future also, this type of zonal meetings to be conducted is very helpful to each and every Karyakarta. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, now
Adivakta Parishad Litigation and Knowledge Collective Zonal Level Workshop 2026. Let me without further delay to extend a warm welcome to the distinguished dignitaries. First and foremost, I respectfully welcome the President of this section, Advocate Rajesh Charavanan, State President of ABVS South. Welcome, sir. I also extend a cordial welcome to Advocate Palani Kumar ji, Zonal Samyojak. Welcome to this function. I extend a cordial welcome to Advocate Magesh Kumar, Secretary ABVS Madura High Court. Welcome, sir. And finally, a very warm welcome to the august audience gathered here to this concluding session. Thank you. First of all, a warm and respectfully welcome the chairman of the meeting, welcome Rajendra ji, National Joint Secretary. Sorry, sir. Yes, Joint Secretary, who will be delivering the Samara section. Welcome this function. Thank you.
இந்த பகுதியை உங்களுக்கு வழங்கியோர் சாய் சங்கரா அக்யூகேர், லா ஆஃப் அட்ராக்ஷன், சென்னை வலசரவாக்கம்.
இந்த பகுதியை உங்களுக்கு வழங்கியோர் அசீனா மேக் ஓவர் அண்ட் ஆரி ஒர்க், ராமநாதபுரம்.